Hey there YouTube, Elite Legionarii here, bringing you a 1 versus 1 for Rome Total War on the old Macedonian Ruins map. Now before I explain what's going on in this battle, I just want to say I'm sorry for the kind of like getting no videos up for quite a while, probably over a week, but it's been because basically I've been extremely busy over the last week and a half, 2 weeks. I have not been having any time to actually commentate anything, and before that, for about another 2 weeks before that, my PC had decided to pack up, so I couldn't record anything then. So I have got a lot of stuff to record and get up, and I will aim to get up as much as possible. So again, I'm sorry about that, but there's plenty to come. So anyway, enough of that. I'm playing as the Scipii Romans, and my opponent, whose name is a bit crude, so I won't be repeating, is playing as the Julli Romans. My army consists of 2 tower march. They're going to be my Pila screen, because obviously I'm up against Rome, so Pila is a factor, and whoever ends up taking less casualties from Pila has a very good chance of winning the infantry fight. And my infantry consists of, my general is an urban cohort, which is about as far as I ever go with urbans. I have 2 Praetorian cohorts and 2 legionary cohorts. All that's gold. I have 4 gold Roman archers, and I have 4 gold Praetorian cavalry. Now I'd sooner use legionary cavalry, but I haven't been playing Rome like very consecutively or consistently a lot, so I'm not as good as I was. I can't micro as quick and that sort of thing, so I have to rely on some of the strong units until I get back into the swing of it. So anyway, my opponent's army consists of 5 units of gold urban cohorts, so he's got infantry advantage all around. And he's actually got 5 units of gold Praetorian cavalry as well. One of them's hidden in this little grove of trees. So the difference basically is that I've been able to afford 4 units of archers and a couple of Pila screens, and he's just, instead of having a 5th cavalry unit like him, so that's basically what it is. So here comes the Pila battle, as you can see, and it's going quickly my way. He's trying to throw his, and interestingly enough, he does throw over the Pila screen, which is quite good for him. But it doesn't do much damage, and when he charges, he's going to get soaked up by the Pila screen as charge. And the amount of damage, as you can see, look at this huge horde of dead urbans, and he's getting himself clumped up, so I get a much better. He's going into the fight with about 60 men, while I go in with about 75, so I go in with significantly better numbers, and his charge gets absorbed by the Pila screen while he continues to take Pila. So here he tries to cut around me with my cav, I'm just going to cut straight into him, and in conjunction with my missile fire, I do a lot of damage to his cavalry, so I end up getting on top of the cavalry fight pretty quickly. And I've got an extra unit coming around, but then he also has a spare unit. But he's got pretty snagged up, and I got the better side of the cavalry fight because I managed to catch him in the side there like that, so that was handy, and I already route one. And at this stage I know the fight's mine, and I'm going to flame these other Praetorian cav. I pull off a unit here because I can see that he's trying to encircle me there. But with the flaming arrows, he's going to take pretty heavy casualties against my guys there, and I've got my sword out, and he doesn't have his sword out, so that's also helping. So now I pull this unit off here. I'm just going to knock out this section of urbans here because it's very thin, so I can free up these guys. So I come from here, ramble, and I do believe I route that unit, and over here there's one of his urbans are routing as well. So I come up quite decisively in the cav fight. And that's basically because I've got a good angle on him. Otherwise, I had to be pretty careful with that fight because he did have extra units. Now he tries to hit me here, but he doesn't get a very full charge here on my side. And I'm just going to come in with my lot and basically destroy that. And plus my arrows are just constantly peppering him, and I got this unit here keeping him harassed. So basically, his infantry was better, more or less. I did have 1 urban, and my Praetorian cohort would hold out against urbans, but they would lose eventually. My legionary cohort were quite outclassed, but they did very well, and this was because I dominated the Pila fight. I probably only lost 3 or 4 men to Pila, where he lost about 15. So that is why Pila screens are very effective, and even this time some of that Pila screen served as a way to absorb his charge too, so I could counter charge, get more of a hit into his troops, and he could get into mine. So that is why Pila screens is very important when you're fighting against Rome, or say the Seleucids, or someone who uses Pila, but particularly Rome obviously because they dominate the Pila type of play. So this is basically how this fight's gone. I'm just inserting that last little group with his general and routing it. His general held out of it, being his general. But that is pretty much this fight over. And it was a good game to my opponent. His name was a bit crude. You're going to spot it anyway, as you can see there, so I don't know why people call themselves such things. So I had a lot more men, but that was because I had 4 units of archers and he only had 1 extra unit of Praetorian cavalry. So basically armies were the same, aside from the fact that I had 4 archer units, so that's an extra few hundred men. But anyway, I'll show you, I lost 590, lost 419, and I have like 727 left. There's 91 left. And here's the statistics. My urbans are 65 there. So infantry came off pretty even there. Although I'm pretty impressed with the legionary cohort. But the Praetorian cavalry was where I actually dominated that fight. My archers provided quite useful support. They didn't get a lot, but the support was good. And of course, as I told you there, the town watch being that peeler screen. So anyway, good game to my opponent. And like I said, guys, be on the lookout for quite a few more battles to come, because they have a lot to do, as I said, because I got quite far behind due to various circumstances. Bear with me with Rome. I wasn't as good as I was a few months ago, but I will get there again, I'm sure, if I play it enough. So hope you guys enjoyed this one, and thank you for watching, and I'll catch you soon for the next one.